When it comes to two unsurpassable works that military dramas are always unavoidable: Soldier Assault and Bright Sword, and the launch of Ace Trooper. The audience saw Li Yobin and her Zhengjun in the same frame, and the hot comments were all Yi Qing back. So it is inevitable to compare Ace Troopers with these excellent works in an all-round way, whether it is actors or ratings, plots, actors, word of mouth, etc. Especially at the beginning of the broadcast, many people complained that this is an idle drama with a military coat. To be honest, for Xiao Zhan's attention, I haven't seen any good military-themed TV dramas in the past 10 years. It is indeed because of Xiao Zhan that I watched Ace Troopers, and I tried my best to find out the details. This drama is not so-called military idol drama. However, when I saw episode 15, I felt that if I went to look for the details, it was a bit forced to wash with a super thick fans filter. He is not a military idol drama. When I saw episode 15, yes, the audience master is right. The plot of this episode is simply grasping the horse to the extreme. Of course, it is not ruled out that it is the reason for the fast pace, so that people who watch the drama can see the development of the plot. When the girl recognizes each other in the barrage, the daughter will not come, and then she will recover from a critical illness. This old-fashioned plot is exactly the same as what was said in the barrage. Then, in order to warm up the emotions of the three, a family dinner was immediately arranged. If it weren't for the existence of Gu Yinye and Julian, the play would have ended, and the family had already lived a happy life. It's not just these plots that I see the heartbreak, but the golden finger of this episode. The previous level is open to be able to watch it on the spot, and 15 episodes have been open to make people want to give up the drama. In fact, the characters of Sorghum were also set up in the first few episodes. Although they are simple-minded, the kind of righteousness that comes from the rivers and lakes can be regarded as the highlight of this character. It seems lucky. The character is suspended. There is also a more logical part that cannot be self-consistent. Using the civil servants around his teacher, he really helped him meet once the so-called brother Gashun, his comrade in arms, who sacrificed, went for this precious quota, and this quota was not passed. Instead of using advanced techniques to operate it directly, the identity of the civil servant closest to the teacher was revealed. For the first time, is it possible to go through the back door like this? And the position he wants to replace is not only others. It is Zhang Fei, the squad leader of the 9 Company after he enlisted in the army. Although the squad leader has a small role, he explained the character relationship of the squad leader. And through that episode, he took off his military uniform and killed pigs. Sorghum's words and deeds represent the image of the teacher himself, and what he says conveys the teacher's meaning. In his case, it became a favor and fooled him. This kind of use of position is a big taboo, not only in the army, but also in ordinary companies. The most speechless thing should be the way to deal with it, for fear of not knowing that there is a character halo. Should any mistakes make way for the characters of the character, such a big mistake is to buy a jug of wine directly. And Sorghum also said with a smile that it is no different from fake wine. We just want to say, can the screenwriter add a little bit of wisdom to this grassroots formula? At least it seems that there is no such violation, so that his stupidity is reasonable. If a mistake has been made, we can at least punish him in the way of a soldier. Physical punishment, or something else. At least as a warning, to highlight the preciousness of the quota, and let the whole division know that it is useless to make small moves. However, there is no cake, no punishment, and they still have dinner together. In this way, is it possible to fool the big mistakes that you have made in the past by pretending to be stupid? Is the plot a bit too much? Yes, the plot of this episode is mainly this. Xiao Zhan, who is also the main actor, only appeared for more than 6 minutes in a 45-minute episode. Just like the above, the plot introduction is the same. The proportion is very small. Fans should have seen a heart attack. This is also the same as the earlier rumors that Xiao Zhan's scene in Ace Trooper was cut. And even incoherent pictures appeared. Many plots came without cause and effect. And the plots that appeared were also based on, there are too many group portraits. So it is not groundless. On the day of the update, everyone was also discussing the issue of Xiao Zhan's lack of scenes. I also accidentally saw a netizen say that the scene where Xiao Zhan appeared in the heavy rain was shot for a whole week. And it only took a few seconds after the feature film came out. If not, Xiao Zhan has such a strong sense of existence. No one should be able to find a close-up shot of Xiao Zhan in that dark environment. Because this scene is also to promote Galiang to save the teacher Zheng Yuan scene. This scene itself can well describe the soldiers encountering this kind of natural harsh environment. With steel-like will. With flesh and blood to fight against nature. The result is the previous result. In this scene, Xiao Zhan is the vanguard carrying wooden sandbags to protect the combat equipment in the rainstorm. It can be a highlight. But there are only a few seconds of the picture. The rest of the scene is the scene of the dialogue with the monitor. Yinye is not only an intellectual, but the screenwriter wrote him so perfectly. The only scene in the 15 episodes. I want to applaud the screenwriter again. Of course, this scene is also, in order to pave the way for Ashu's appearance and sacrifice with the squad leader at the back. Yinye married the squad leader's widow as a foreshadowing. Those lines were simply too good. How to make a character in the 1980s show respect for women. The monitor thinks that Yinye has good aesthetics and asks him to help pick a red dress to wear for marriage. He thinks it is inappropriate. From the sentence he said to the monitor, "Sister Ashu wants, it's you." Not good. Sister-in-law, Ashu is your wife and you are her husband. You choose from the eyes of your husband. What am I? Yinye is a textbook on getting along between the sexes. Even if he is not on the same level as the monitor. He is extremely respectful in his personality. Although the squad leader talked through it later. He agreed to buy a skirt. Because the trust of a skirt also paved the way for the squad leader's trust in Yinye. So he entrusted Ashu to Yinye after sacrifice. Although Yinye, played by Xiao Zhan in episode 15, has few scenes. It is hard to block the highlights even if he appears twice. Even if everyone calls it a military idol drama. Yinye is serious about his career and is what Ace Troop wants. The core of the communication is that he is in line with the growth process of a recruit. And the soldier is to build a will of steel. Not to mention that the background of the work is in the 1980s. Looking at it now. The will of the sun, Yinye, that Gu Hang wants to cultivate is the tens of thousands of soldiers who are guarding the home and the country on the front line. That rainy night rush repairs overlapped with the reality. Where is the difficulty? The first person I saw was their figures. They were Yiye in reality. Yinye, played by Xiao Zhan, is the eye of the Ace Army. And it is also the screenwriter who wants to use the role to convey the 40-year development path of the strong army. So he will say pay tribute to every Yiye in reality. They are the backing of the people.